everybody. I hope I'm audible because Manish has given me heads up. Uh, I cannot see anybody here, so that's a bit. I'm taken aback on that part. So, hi, I'm Anviksha. I'm a global IT and D product manager at Reckitt, and today I will be talking about driving business innovation, women in STEM, under the Emotional Intelligence and Leadership Board. So, thank you, first of all, the organizing committee for having me here with all the esteemed speaker lists that I have seen. So, thank you for having me on board. Let's just begin of what we are going to present today in our session. So, we will be talking about what is product management. Who is a product manager? Because this is a question which is not very clear to most of the people, and I get asked this question: what is product management? What does a product manager do? So, we will be touch basing upon what is a product management, who is a product manager, and all those questions. Now, the next topic will be what does a product manager in a digital manufacturing means? So we will be touching basing upon what does a product manager in a digital manufacturing space, like industrial automation space or FMCG industries, what does a product manager in those work areas do, and what is the meaning of a product there? So we'll be talking about that in our session as well. We will also be going through the industry 4.0. I know I cannot have you guys to talk. Would have been great if I could get some heads up or something around those lines. But yes, industry 4.0 and its trends, how our industry is revolutionizing. So thank you. I got a heads up. I got a thumbs up. Thank you for that. So industry 4.0 and its impact, how our industry is revolutionizing, what is happening in this industry space. So we'll be talking about a lot of interesting stuff in cool techs in industry 4.0. So that way we'll be talking about industry 4.0 business innovation with latest trends and technologies. And because we are here in the cybersecurity conference, so we will be talking about cybersecurity trends and emerging technologies in the FMCG industry. So FMCG industry, like I said, so cybersecurity is a topic. In fact, FMCG industry, people are not aware that FMCG industry, people also rely on the cybersecurity a lot. So we will sure be talking about those trends and what are the job opportunities in that space. So we'll be talking about that. And we will also be talking about empowering women in STEM, diversity and inclusion. How we can encourage more women in the STEM, and how we can have more diversity inclusion, not just in terms of women, but in terms of other aspects as well, like ageism, or we need to have LGBTQI community and all of those for the diversity inclusion. But here we will be talking mostly around the women. So let's get started around our topic. Product management. Okay. I mean, I am somebody who is asked this question a lot. I often get to ask this question, whether on Instagram or on LinkedIn, during some casual conversation with friends. People are curious, what is product management? How is it different from project management? Is it tough to get a transition into a product management role? So I believe that product management is a skill which most of you who are listening to me today can learn and acquire. And I'm assuming that most of you who are listening today are engineers or who have done some kind of undergrad course, who are already working as engineers or dev in such fields, right? So let's just give you an example. Imagine that you are back in your college days and you are tasked to basically organize your annual college fest. At the beginning, you might have you might be feeling, how do I start? Where do I start? But over the time, you would have figured it out that, okay, I need to start with collaborating with different vendors, different teams, different organizing committee people, and you must have promoted the event, managed logistics, handled any issues that might have come up while making the quick decisions, right? So it's the product management basically is all about customer focus, customer empathy, understanding the problems, seeing market needs, understanding what is the problem, what is the solution, and laying that roadmap, working with the developers, designers, and boom, you make a product for your customers. And then you think about the marketing and shipping it, and how do you differentiate it in a well crowded market, right? So I hope I give you a gist about what a product manager's job look like. So let's just start with what do I do. So I also work as a product manager, right? So let's just talk about what a product management looks like in my role at Reckitt. So first of all, I wanted to ask you, give me a thumbs up quickly if you know or have heard the company named Reckitt Benckiser. How many of you know about the company Reckitt? Cool. Okay. All right. Okay, that sounds good. So, when I gave the interview for Reckitt, I did not know that it has a wide portfolio range. So, for those who do not know about this company, let me just introduce it. So, Reckitt is a global leader in consumer health, hygiene, and home products. And our portfolio includes well known brands like Dettol, Harpic, Durex, Lysol, and many more. I mean, name it and you will have it at your home. So we have a wide range of portfolio in that case. So what do? I work as an IT&D global IT&D product manager, and my focus is on innovation in manufacturing space. You would be understanding that what does a product manager do in a manufacturing space, right? Would be something which would come as a shock to a lot of people, right? Like what how can you define a product in a manufacturing space, right? A lot of questions might be coming and popping in your head. So let me just give you a brief about how my day starts. My day starts with understanding the latest technologies, trends, which can be applied to our factories to improve the efficiency and the productivity, identifying the opportunities for digital transformation in our factories. So I will be talking more about the industry 4.0, and then I'll be taking care of about on the IoT and what all cool tech we are working on. So let me just quickly go through this slide. So product management, right? Collaboration with the cross-functional team. This comes a very basic role for a product manager. Working with the cross-functional teams to identify the market needs, customer needs. We work usually with the R&D team, sales team, marketing team, engineering team, everybody basically. It's from product start till the launch of the product. The product is our baby. So there is a lot of collaboration with the cross-functional team, market research and analysis, identifying the market needs, opportunities through research and stakeholder engagement. So we usually engage with our stakeholders and understand from them that, okay, what are your business pain points? Okay, this is your business pain point, how we can resolve it. Then we go back with our R&D team, IT developers, designers, and we brainstorm that what we can do to resolve this issue, right? We have a problem and we need to resolve it as well. Then product strategy and roadmap. Then we define the product vision, strategy, roadmap aligned with the business goals. So we understand the business pain points from the stakeholders. We work with the developers, R&D, and other people brainstorm what we can deliver them in order to provide a solution to their problem statement, right? So we develop a roadmap around it. Then the product development, oversee product development, ensuring features meet the specification and test and manage testing phases. Then the launch and implementation, of course. Coordinate product launch activities and ensure smooth implementation across all markets. Uh, Establishing support. This comes very important, especially in the sector that I am working in. I work in manufacturing space, like I have told you. So establishing a support becomes very important because the factory workers are very layman. They are not introduced to the technology well first. So you need to have a proper, well-established support in place in order to help those factory workers and the engineers to actually give them the support when they need it. So we need to have the training materials ready, documentation, help desk system, everything. We enable it that way. That is also a part of our job. Then performance monitoring and feedback. Feedback is very important, which I feel that you need to take feedback from time to time with your stakeholders. Engaging with the stakeholders is the utmost responsibility of a product manager, because if you are not learning, if you're not empathizing with your customer, then you are not doing great. You need to ask them for the feedback, like, if we have delivered this product to you, how how it has helped you. Are there any business pain points that you're facing while using our product? What features we can add to give you uh, a good customer experience, right? So we need to engage our stakeholders a lot. All right. Again, so I hope this is clear. One more question which is asked is, what is the difference between product management and project management? I get to ask this question a lot. So let me just try to here answer it in just very taking a not a very long time for of you guys. So product management revolves around researching the market, like I said, market research and analysis. When project management just break down the large initiative into tasks, so they work in the agile mode. We all work in the agile mode, right, in these days. So they will break down those vision that the product management has created into the tasks. So that is the larger part of what project managers do. So setting the product vision, like I said, and then planning the project timelines, how we will deliver it, that comes under the project management scope. Communication vision to stakeholders, like I mentioned, and then allocating project resources, like communicating with the dev team, testing team, who else is required, designers. So that is the job of project managers. How do we allocate the resources, project resources? Developing a strategic plan comes under the product management, which I think I've talked about. And then project manager in that space, it monitors and track the task completion, right? And creating and maintaining the product roadmap, uh, how our product from start to finish will look like. The vision of the product is all about the roadmap, laying the foundation of the roadmap, basically. And communicating the product progress to the stakeholders, how we are where we are at our project, the progress reports and all of those is a task of a project manager. Then overseeing the driving development, which means we as a product, we are from the start to the finish till it's launched in the market and even beyond that. So we will be the one who will be interacting with the project managers on the daily basis. So in my company, we do not have a lot of project managers. So sometimes I get to do a job of a project manager as well. I hope this clears the doubt and everything about product management and a project management. Give me a thumbs up if that's cool with you all. I don't see any thumbs up. I hope this is clear. Cool. Thanks. All right. So, this is the third slide. Yes. Great. Now coming to Industry 4.0, the future of manufacturing technologies. What is Industry 4.0? I mean, most of you, just give me a quick thumbs up if you know what is a Industry 4.0 means. If not, then give me a thumbs down. If there is a thumbs down. Have you ever heard of the concept called Industry 4.0? Like I said, I have imagined that most of the people here are not aware of what is Industry 4.0. So basically, it's about revolutionizing our industries. So initially, how it went, like here in this diagram I've shown you, Industry 1.0. It started with Industry 1.0, where let me just zoom in if I can. No, I cannot. So, okay, I hope this is visible to you guys. So, Industry 1.0, it started with the Industry 1.0, where we had utilized the steam and water power for manufacturing our products, or the products can be anything ranging from consumer packaged goods to automobile and to heavy industries, automation, can be anything, right? So industry 1.0, it started with the utilizing steam and water power. Industry 2.0, it transitioned from steam and water power to a mass production assembly lines using electrical power. And then industry 3.0, it started with the automated production, computers, IT system, and robotics, which basically includes PLCs, and all of those. And the industry 4.0 is the smart factory. Now we have robots, and we have all everything automated. Most of the systems are automated with the IoT, machine learning, AI, and all the development that is happening in such space. We can say that we are going ahead with the industry 4.0 trends a lot. So it includes a lot of variety of ranges. Like here you can see the big data, advanced robotics, simulations, integration, internet of things, cybersecurity, cloud computing, 3D additive manufacturing is 3D printing, by the way, augmented reality, virtual reality, what not. I mean, however you can revolutionize your industry, how you can ease the manufacturing process while also enhancing the productivity and reducing the downtime of the machines, right? Because earlier people used to work. Now we want to make such smart factory where machines are going to work and people are going to give command to that machine, right? So we want to revolutionize the whole concept of industry 4.0. That's and it's not going to stop here. And let me tell you that industry 4.0 is not the end of it. We will have industry 5.0 with the coming emerging technologies and all. So on this side of manufacturing business capabilities, while I was talking about in Reckitt, working in the manufacturing space. So what does a product looks like? So some of the products are basically around the business capabilities like serialization and anti-counterfeiting solution. This is the marketing read. So you have a Durex packet, right? And there is a QR code. So if you scan the QR code of the Durex packet, it will take you to their original site where they will talk about sexual well-being and if this is an original product, authenticated product or not. If that code is not there, you cannot rely on our product, Durex, right? Because then how will you comply to the regulations of the government as well, right? So you need to sell the right product to the market. So serialization and anti-counterfeiting solution is there. Warehousing and dispensing management, as the name suggests, lab management, labeling and packaging. So there is a lot of systems like SAP systems which help us, and a lot more systems, MES, and a lot of technologies, which if start talking about, it will take entire day. uh, IoT, Internet of Things, for manufacturing data insights. So we can have the datas, the sensors, actuators, and all of those connected and give us the real time information. Right? We are getting the real time information from our manufacturing plant. All the actuators, sensors, and all those machines, they are giving the real time data, which manufacturing plant manager can be sitting at the home with his desktop and or his iPad or whatever, and he can look, okay, this machine is a downtime, we need this machine is not working properly, we need to have a maintenance done on this machine, and all those things which can be done by the IoT, manufacturing data insights, workforce management, and all those. So there are a lot of varied variety of applications that are present. I hope this clears and give you some idea on what Industry 4.0 is. Moving ahead. Okay, so here I'm just talking about the cool techs of Industry 4.0, like I've just mentioned. So we have AGVs, automated vehicles, guided vehicles, which will be very helpful. I mean, a lot of industries now use AGVs for their smart logistics. Future ready Industry 4.0, industrial tablets, smart watches, smart cameras, IoT devices, AR glasses. Like here, you can see a person wearing the AR glasses, right? So, what you can do with the AR glasses, you do not need to provide any manual training to your factory workers. What you can do that they will go to the machine, they will wear the AR glasses, and they with the augmented reality, it will show how this machine will work. So that's a cool tech, right? You are saving a lot of money uh, on preparing the resources or giving training, and a lot of hefty training is required for operating the machines on the manufacturing floor, by the way. So this helps a lot. It's a cool tech. Digital twin for advanced simulation and monitoring. So what is a digital twin? I'm hoping some of you who are an technology enthusiast must be aware of what digital twin is, but let me just introduce you to the concept of digital twin. So we have a virtually, if we can virtually represent, so this is my office, I'm sitting in my office, right? And if I can have a virtual representation of this physical office of mine, wouldn't that be great? I mean, I'm sitting in my office, I can look at every room, what is happening in every corner of my office virtually. So the virtual representation of the physical office of mine can be done via digital twin. So that helps a lot in the manufacturing industry, where it enables the Internet of Things. It enables the IoT functionality more. So digital twins is 3D printing, for prototyping, AI and ML technologies, whatnot, guys. I mean, uh, Industry 4.0 is the future, and we want to make our uh, industries future ready, where we need a lot of tech people. We need a lot of tech people to have a sound understanding of, and also a vision of what we want to achieve and why we want to spend so much of money on such cool techs and technologies, right? So I hope this clears about Industry 4.0. Moving ahead. All right, now coming to the cool topic of today, because we are in the cybersecurity conference, how can we not talk about cybersecurity trends and emerging technologies? Okay, so imagine a cyber attack on a factory. How would it impact operations? We Let me just tell you that we in Reckitt had encountered so many of cyber threats and cyber attacks. By the way, it has impacted the production, financial losses, and whatnot. So, what we need to do in order to have a cyber resilient factory, as we call it. So, if you so for all the cyber security enthusiast people, those who want to build a career and are also quite keen on technologies, how things are happening in the real world, and all those, it will interest them a lot, because we have a lot of scope of cybersecurity as we go ahead with the Industry 4.0. Because Industry 4.0 is all about automation, right? So we are utilizing IoT, we are utilizing AR, VR, and whatnot. So with the emergence of such high cool tech, we need a cyber prone, cyber resilient factories, right? We cannot have our factories just be prone to the cyber threats, right? So here we are. I'll just talk about what we do at Reckitt, and what is usually a standard practice that we follow for cybersecurity. We have a cybersecurity team. I usually go to them whenever I have like doubts and around whatnot. I keep going to these guys. So, regular security audits, conducting frequent security audits to identify and access vulnerabilities, employee training, it's very important, ensuring that all the employees are trained in cybersecurity best practices, advanced threat detection using AI and machine learning to detect and respond to threats in real time. Network segmentation. This is very important coming from a manufacturing space. So here in this diagram, you can see this is your OT. OT is basically your factory floor. Consider this as a factory floor where all the manufacturing is happening. So there are SCADA, MES, all the actual sensors, and all the machines are there, right? Field devices and fundamental networking and all of that. This is a factory floor. Consider this as that. Now, this factory floor, they want to communicate to the IT, like SAP systems and all of those. So we need a clear bifurcation, a network segmentation for these two, IT and OT. How do we achieve that? We achieve it via AWS, Azure, Cloud DMZ, or local DMZ. So DMZ is a dematerialized zone, uh, which is basically a middle layer between the IT and the OT connectivity. So because our we don't want our OT system to be exposed to cyber threats, right? And that's why we want to keep it extremely safe. And that's why we do a network segmentation. So this is a factory network. This will be the corporate network or the IT network. And then we will have a proper bifurcation or a segmentation, network segmentation, which we call that the DMZ. So this is a very important cool talk in the FMCG or automobile industries, whether how do we segregate between the IT and the OT, because you cannot achieve anything in the industry 4.0 or in the cool tech space if if you're not utilizing your IT. You need data from the SAP systems, you need data from the vendor cloud system, you need to interact with the data with the cloud, right, with the SaaS systems. You need to interact basically all the devices that are on the manufacturing floor, and we need to keep the manufacturing devices and all those the data, which is very crucial for us, safe as well. So how do we do that? We do it via the DMZ. So all the enthusiasts who are cybersecurity enthusiasts, please go ahead and learn and read more about on cloud DMZ solutions, local DMZ solutions, and all that. OT remote access. So if, let's say, a vendor has hosted an application in the manufacturing floor, and now they can't, so let's say a vendor has hosted an application in China market, and the vendor is present in the European market. He's in the European region basically, so he can't travel to do some bug fixes and all those in China market all the time, right? He need to have an remote access to for that OT device that he has installed, or the system that he has installed there. So how do we do that? We cannot give him the access right away, because that will again be a cyber threat for us. So we do that via the OT remote access. We have a lot of solutions for that, and a lot of emerging solutions are also coming for the OT remote access to keep our OT, that is the factory, safe, factory application safe. Zero trust architecture, verifying every user device attempting to access the network. That is, with every vendor, we have this policy. We need zero trust. Hello, we do not trust. I mean, we need every user to verify and just let us know. So yeah, hope this is clear. I'm over time. All right. Okay, so this is my last topic, and empowering women in STEM, diversity and inclusion. So, what is the current state of women in STEM? So, women remain significantly underrepresented in tech roles across various industries. In sectors like manufacturing, FMCG, automotive, aerospace, the gender gap is huge. And coming from a manufacturing space, I can tell you there are only 2% of women who are in the space. There are not many women who are in the space. Challenges. What could be the possible challenges? I mean, why do you think that there is such a gap? Could be because of the awareness that women are not well versed. Like, uh, give me a thumbs up of how many of you know that there is a product management or IT side of manufacturing and innovation, and such cool things that are happening on the manufacturing space. Give me a thumbs up if some of you were aware of it. Cool if you do that. But majority of the people are not aware of what is happening in the manufacturing space, in the industrial space, what is the job market there. So awareness is a big issue. So we need to make people aware, like through these such portals. We can have such outreach programs where we can talk about how we can aware people of the new emerging tech and technologies that is coming in space. Cultural stereotype and cultural biases. I mean, every woman who must have been in the STEM degree must have gone through, oh, mechanical engineering. Women do not do mechanical engineering or something around those lines. I mean, every girl must have gone through, who must have taken a different path, like especially those who in the engineering field, those who have opted for mechanical engineering or civil engineering. There are very few women, right? And even the space that I come from, even though I have done my computer science, but even the space I'm coming from, I'm the only woman in my team currently, and we are trying to expand it. But the stereotype is there, like, okay, women might not like that space, women might not like that space. So we need to break that stereotype and that cultural bias. Visibility of role models, very important. So how do you get motivated to come into certain industry? I would watch a TED talk, or I would be swiping and seeing somebody on the LinkedIn post. Oh, this is very cool. Like, I want to learn something about it. So there are no visibility of role models in such spaces. We need to have more role models in such spaces where we talk more and make people aware of what we are doing. So we will have role models, and someday I'm pretty sure that those who are watching, you can be a role model for somebody to uh, have some interest in this field. Networking opportunities, again, we leverage the networking opportunities. Reach out to people, don't be ashamed, just be shameless, just reach out to people and ask them relevant questions. Don't reach out to, hey, what is hey? No, just give them the proper reasoning of why you have come to them, and utilize your LinkedIn in a much more better way. Because I get a lot of text on LinkedIn, trust me, but I don't usually go and see those LinkedIn messages where they're asking me for, oh, please, can you refer me on this for this post? Why would I? Ask them the relevant questions. Ask them by, uh, oh, how can I get into this field? I'm interested in the product management. Can you let me know about this field? What is happening in your space? So engage in such conversation. You can't directly go to somebody and ask them for the referrals, right? That would not be a good way to utilize LinkedIn and the networking opportunities. So build on your relationship first. That's what I meant. Path to change, mentorship program. We can have a young woman paired with somebody who's an experienced woman. They can mentor her and give a proper mentorship, that how can you transition. Like I said that a lot of people here who reach out to me, they say that I am working as a software developer and I want to transition to product management role. How do I do that? So you can provide the mentorship to such people. Fostering inclusive, cultural, flexible working hours for the working women. We all know we need that. Awareness, visibility of tech roles through outreach program, workshops, industry events like this conference that we're having. It is very important. Awareness is very important because most of the people are not aware that these cool tech, this is happening and what not. Support network. Provide support, guys. I mean, uh, you need to provide support because somebody must have provided support to you that you are sitting here today. So you need to give that support to others as well. So we have a long way to go, but I think that women in STEM uh, is coming out. Like, we slowly and gradually we are there. But I am hoping to see more women in the manufacturing space, or in the industry, talking about industry cool techs, industry 4.0 cool techs, and trying to innovate the business innovation through their ideas, revolutionary ideas, for such spaces, to have that vision. Okay, I need to do something around this. Have a problem statement ready, and then talk about what we need to do with that problem statement, the solutioning of it, and then expanding it and whatnot. So that is it from my content. I want to take any questions if you guys have any questions. You can, if I can chat, Manish. Yes, please allow somebody who is speaking. I'm sorry, I did not see the text. Those who are raising hand, I would like to take questions.